that was a cool first episode back. So let me see here. So now we got, we got this like Neo Geo one all the way. Hey, we got this like, now that people know I had this Arcade Supergun, well, two of them actually. How about we do like an arcade game? It's been a while since I don't know if I've ever done one on the show as a review yet. Any suggestions? I don't know, man. I'm not quite sure. Nope. Aha! I see what you did there. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that sounds good to me. It's The Simpsons, the actual arcade game. On today's episode of Power Up. So let's, pop in some figurative quarters and save Maggie from Mr. Burns and all the stuffs. So let's coin up. And, of course, let's get to it. The Simpsons Arcade was released in 1991 in, of course, North America. In it continues the tradition of, it's up to 4 players can play at once, and you have to, and in this case, Smithers kidnaps Maggie, and so the other 4 have to save her. Typical stuff. And of course, you beat up a lot of people that get in your way. All that good stuff. For this playthrough in the review, I was using my Pandora's box, so you can see it's a little bit more widescreen and all that good stuff. Although I did recently get a TMNT demo board, the 1989 one, not the Chosen Time, but I'll have to get this sometime too, which says a lot about this game already. Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. You can play as either Marge, Homer, Bart, or Lisa, and I know in this arcade version, you can team up. So you can do like team attacks, and which is kind of cool. And I also like how, like, every time you die, you rush in as a superhero. Of course, what's more relevant is when you play as Bart. Back in the day, he was known for his Bartman, hero or vigilante identity. So whenever you die as him and come back into life, you then find as Bartman, which is a really nice touch. And also, what's cool is, I know it says, there are homages to different Matt Groening previous works. I think that there's this one character that you can fight from another one of, Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, one of his previous works, which is kind of cool. At least I think it was meant to be an homage of sorts. So that's pretty cool. And also, in between some of these levels, you can play like a mini game. You have to tap both the buttons to, if you win, like for the first, I think for the first bonus game, you have to pump the balloon. So you pump a balloon to go after Maggie. And there's another one where you fall into like a river or something. So you have to slap your character back to the land of like the living and stuff. So it's fun stuff. And so yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And well, I'm saying stuff a lot because it's just that good. And I'm aware at the time of this review, Arcade 1UP is doing an anniversary arcade cabinet of this game. So that's really cool. So if you want to get kind of the arcade experience without having to pay for like a demo board and Arcade Supergun, there you go. And so this was on the Xbox Live Arcade and PS Network back in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 days. But of course, because licensing and stuff, they took it away because You gotta love digital downloads of games. Only there for a while. But yeah, so the best way to play this is like what I did, play it through a Pandora box, drama board, or a MAME, which is basically based on MAME pretty much. So you get like a MAME emulator and do it that way. Of course, get the actual JAMA board and play it that way too. Or those are the ways I can think of. And I know they made a game for like the iOS called the Simpsons Arcade, but it's a completely different game. It's not the arcade game that you're seeing me play now. And I think it got a couple other parts to different home computers, but I think I just know mainly about this arcade part. Although it begs wondering why, if they had ported, since they made the first two the Turtles arcade games for home consoles, it begs to wonder why they didn't port the arcade, the Simpsons game, this game, to Super NES or Genesis or something. It would have been really cool to actually play this without having to go to the actual arcade and play it. But I guess that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were more better for them, I guess. But I don't know. It still would have been cool to see them port this to a home console that, like a Genesis, SNES, or heck, even the N64 or the PlayStation 1 even would have been cool. Or the Sega Saturn. That would have been really cool to play it like that. But, yeah, such is life, It is what it is. But yeah, besides getting the arcade one up or playing it on the aforementioned emulation or JAMA PCB, there's not too many options one has to actually play this. But anyway, if you do, whether it be on an arcade board or wherever, it's a really fun time. Of course, I can't help but mention the obligatory. It does have the obligatory elevator levels, so that's cool. And heck, I even like how they have like its own meta joke where you can, whereas in one when you go to Moe's Tavern, which is apparently in an underground thing, an underground tunnel, I guess. You see the Simpsons arcade game in the background. Well done, game. Well done. And that's awesome. But yeah, anyway, that's nothing more I can say about this game. This is more of a quick review because it's an arcade game. And I like it, but, there's not much else to say, but, I like it, get it, I recommend it, of course. And, yeah, it's fun. There, play it. And, yeah. And then before I start running out of words to say, which I am, play it. There, play it. Oh, and I almost forgot. I was supposed to wrap this review up, but apparently I learned that I believe they didn't use the actual, voices of the Simpsons characters for this arcade game. I might be wrong, but I could have sworn I heard that somewhere. But they sound pretty cool nonetheless. So I could be wrong. You can, I did some research. I could be wrong on this. So hold on. There you go. I'm back. I see. I just did a little running thing to emulate me doing things. But yes, I guess the actual. I had this really weird notion that they didn't use the actual voice actors for the arcade game for some unknown reason. But yeah, okay, so they did use the actual voice actors for the TV show in the game. Yay, cool. But yeah, okay, cool. With that said, yeah, play it. It's awesome. Anyway, I thought I'd mix around with the format a little bit. I was gonna say is I thought I'd be too lazy to put a me part at the end of this one. I do have a website. I know I'm having trouble getting it. I know I had to accidentally renew the domain name, and I think it kind of overlapped and didn't renew in time. But I did renew it. I'll have to get the site back proper. So I know it's usually skickingbakingmedia.com. I will get that back up and running. Apologies if you don't see it up at the moment. And then besides that, I got some, for some other people to follow on YouTube. I suggest my friend Kevin Wolford123 is cool. My friend, let's see, Pokey Guitarist Jake is neat. I think it's Pokey Guitarist Jake. Let's see. Give me a second. Yeah, it's just Pokey Guitarist Jake. Yay! And then let's see here. And then that's all I got at the moment. Let me see. That's the back of my head. I guess that's all I got at the moment. So that's, so anyways, You know, I'll put some more that I can suggest later in the description or whatever. But anyway, thank you all for watching. And you know, by the way, if you're wondering, every once in a while I'll do like I do lots of stuff on here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I thank you all for inviting me onto your screens, no matter how big or small. I wish you an amazing night, a pleasant tomorrow, or a good night, day or night, depending. And thank you so much for watching. And I totally just said that, but anyway, I'll say it again. So stay tuned for whatever I do next. Be kind to one another, be awesome, and all that fun stuff. Bye for now.